Good afternoon, everyone. I am pleased to welcome all of you, management and employees of First General Services, to this presentation today. We will be discussing and comparing commercial air movers with the goal of determining the best one for our business. For those who don't know me, my name is Jessica Feltham and I am currently a project coordinator for First General. This presentation should take no longer than about 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to start with a brief history of commercial air movers. Then we will discuss 3 separate categories: size and durability, benefits and drawbacks, and cost and power. In each of these categories, we will discuss and compare 3 top commercial air movers: the Airfox 3450A, the Airfox 4000A, and the Sahara HD Turbo Dryer. So first off, we have a brief history. A commercial air mover is basically a piece of equipment that is a strong fan. It is commonly used in a couple of different ways. Companies like to use them to cool their warehouses or large open areas, and this is because of the strength of the fans moves the air well around the room. Secondly, they are used daily within our industry, restoration. Every vehicle that we have is equipped with these fans, and they are used on almost every job. The first commercial air mover was developed in 1980 by a company called Dry Ease, based out of Burlington, Washington. It is nicknamed the snail shell air mover because of its shape. It changed the restoration industry. Because of the shape, the air is forced directly across a flat surface, making drying out of floors and walls a lot easier and faster. They are useful for everything from sewer backups to floods to fires and mold. So it only makes sense that when choosing the type of air mover we use on a day-to-day basis, that we consider such points as durability, power, and of course cost. Let's start with the size and durability of each model. First, we have the Airfox 3450A. It is an average size at 20 by 17 inches, about the size of a small moving box, and weighs about 37 pounds. It has a small handle on top for portability and is made from plastic and steel. Though it is still a sturdy and strong piece of equipment, being made of these materials makes it slightly less durable. Most often these fans are used in wet environments. Having steel on the machine opens it up to rust. Next, the Airfox 4000A. This model is slightly larger at 20 by 18 inches and also weighs 37 pounds. This is because the motor in the 4000A is a bit larger than the 3450. It too has a handle on top for transportation and is also made of the same material, steel and plastic. Third, we have the Sahara HD Turbo Dryer. It is ranked the smallest in its class at only 18 by 17 inches and weighs 36 pounds. Its handle extends along half the length of the body, making it very, very maneuverable. It is made from durable polyethylene material that is one solid piece with no exposed metal, such as steel. Next, we have the benefits and drawbacks of each piece. We will start with the Airfox 3450A. Benefits: it moves air well, making it useful for cooling. As previously mentioned, air movers are often used for cooling. In general, this model is quite often used for this purpose. It is quiet and has 3 direction levels: 0, 45, and 90 degrees. Drawbacks: it uses a lot of energy to run for the size of motor that it has. As discussed, it is slightly less durable and is also not stackable. This becomes an issue when figuring out storage. Being a restoration company, we have well over 200 air movers in our warehouse on a daily basis. The only option for storage of these items is to stock them or stack them on shelving. Second, the Airfox 4000A. Benefits: it is known as the most powerful on the market and is widely used for both cooling and drying. It also has 3 direction levels like the 3450, 0, 45, and 90 degrees. Drawbacks: it, like the 3450A, is also slightly less durable and is also not stackable. Additionally, the 4000A can be noisier than other models. It has a larger motor and is generally the same size as the 3450. This means more air is being forced through the same amount of space. This can be problematic when we have the machine in someone's home during an emergency portion of a claim. They usually need to run for at least a day, and they can become quite annoying if they're left on and are noisy. Last, the Sahara HD. Benefits: this brand has an underside drying vent, which is rare in the air mover field. It is designed for restoration because it dries the area underneath the machine. This also means that it needs to be moved less often. It is durable, as previously mentioned, portable due to its handle, and is also stackable. This, of course, makes it a lot easier to store. Drawbacks: it is slightly less powerful than some other models, and you cannot change the direction level. It remains flat along the floor at all times. Last but not least, we have cost and power. The 3458 emits air into the room at a rate of 3450 CFM, which stands for cubic feet per minute. It has a 3/4 horsepower motor and uses 11 amps to run. As mentioned, that is a lot of energy for the size of motor that this machine has. There is also 3 speed levels that can be adjusted, and this model is priced at $319 per unit. The 4000A forces air at a rate of 4000 CFM and has a 1 horsepower motor. It also uses less energy at 10 amps instead of 11. It also has 3 adjustable speed levels. This model is priced at $400 per unit. Finally, the Sahara HD. It is slightly less powerful, only forcing air at a rate of 3500 CFM. However, it makes up for the difference because of the underside drying vent. The Sahara also only uses 10 amps and has 3 adjustable speed levels. This model is priced at $489 per unit. Finally, the conclusion and recommendation. We have discussed almost every aspect of the 3 commercial air movers we compared here today: the Airfox 3450A, the Airfox 4000A, and the Sahara HD turbo dryer. We looked at the size and durability, benefits and drawbacks, and the cost and power of each separate model. When looking at the overall picture, it would be my recommendation that we invest in the Sahara HD air mover. In our business, durability and longevity should be strongly considered. Being made of a solid piece of polyethylene is more durable, not to mention easier to clean, especially following a sewer backup. They are stackable, making them easier to store and creating more space. And lastly, they have the underside drying vent, which also means less monitoring. In the long run, for less than $100 more than the next best model, I believe that the Sahara HD would be our best bet. That concludes our presentation. Thank you to everyone for your time and attention today.